Hey everybody, this is Robert with Jeep DIY Help coming at you. I'm going to be putting in what they call the bullet right here. Bullet point. I love these things. Awesome. Bullet point system. This is for the Rubicon, or actually for JKJL, but I think it's called the Rubicon mount. You can actually put like six of these brackets. I think you can actually fit seven personally. But as of right now, me and my better half, all we need is two phones. I got the GoPro here. Um, the instructions basically tell you have to take off the dash. It's fairly simple, but it can be daunting for somebody that's never taken off this whole dash. Everything here is dash cover. I think it's like 3 screws. I've watched a couple videos on it. I wasn't too sure about it. So I'm going to do it the cheater way. And if I do it the cheater way and it still doesn't work, 6 months down the road, 8 months down the road, I can actually do it the proper way, which by taking the whole thing off and putting the screws and nuts that were given to me when I purchased this here online. So that's what they want you to do, is basically tap holes, nut and screw it, and then put the frame on. I already have the main bracket in here inside the cubby right here. It has one screw which they use. They have tape also on the inside. I've already worn the tape down because I just want to try it like this, and I drove around a little off-road. It shakes a lot. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to use some self-tapping screws. We're going to go ahead and stick them in there and see if this is going to hold it for a while. So let me go ahead and grab one of them now. I only have 3 of the same size. I have 1 of the other size. So what I'm going to do here is, first off, we're going to start with this one. And I'll use my little Makita because it'll fit barely, but it's a simplistic process. Let's see here. And remember, you guys don't want to tighten this down too tight because it is plastic and it will strip out the plastic. And then in which case, at that point in time, if you strip out the plastic, you're going to have to go through anyways and put the other one in. So I'm trying not to strip out the plastic. Let's see if we can do it without stripping out the plastic. And these two over here are going to be a pain in the butt because obviously you see this is in the way. So let me slide this over here. There we go. Let's see if we can get to it. Yes, I could use it without the extension, but it seemed like, as you can see, it's hitting right here, and I just don't have it. But the ones I'm using self-tapping are 10. So I'm hoping this will give it just the stability it needs. And I know it's not going down too far. It's not going to hit any electronics. Then we get the third one. And the final one, which is a little bit longer, which is a 3/8 type, because I only have 3 of these ones, is going to go back here on this corner. So I'm going to put this one over here. And thank you, Bullet Point, for letting me do this, because I know we've had some conversations about doing this right and everything, but I mean, it is kind of crazy for me right now, and I'm tired of this thing shaking around, and I mean, my phone's flipping around and everything. You can't do any off-roading, of course, because it moves so much. Let's see here. There we go. All right, right there, it feels more stable. So this last one, like I said, I have to change everything around here, so bear with me here. Take off the adapter, put that in here. This one's just a little bit longer, that's why we're going to put it in the back, because there's nothing to hit it in the back. Let's see. Now I'm doing this all by feel. There it is right there. Let's move this out of the way. There we go. Also, all of you that follow me on the Jeep DIY Help on Instagram, my first page, I had a situation with Facebook and happened to be tied with it. So they shut everything down. So I'm starting fresh with this new page. Same name, just instead of the dashes or spaces, I went ahead and put dots there so people can still find me. And it's not too hard for any of my sponsors or anybody at all. So, of course, this one's going to be the harder one to put in. There we go. Okay, so that one, a little bit too long. So we'll stop right there. So that's pretty damn stable right there. So with that being said, let me switch this around. I'm going to put my other socket on here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the top frame on here, and that should be enough to keep everything mounted and stable. I'll put the arms on here, which are the carbon fiber arms, and then we'll mount a phone and see what it looks like. Okay, guys, here we go. So, sits right here. There are 4 screw holes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Of course, they sit perfectly in here, and you just got to just drop it in here. I've already have these set up to where I want them, which is going to give me prime location. I know where everything sits at, so there's definitely not a worry there. So they do give you all the screws and everything you need. I'm going to start back here and just slowly put them in here. I'm going to pre-start them because they can be a pain in the butt to get them going here, because these ones are not self-tapping. So if this is a long video, I'm sorry, guys. But this is Jeep DIY help. And I want to make sure that any mistakes I have, you guys don't make those mistakes in the future. So there's one started. Let me go ahead and grab the other ones in here. I haven't put them in the cup holder with everything else. So that's what happens when you put stuff in places that they shouldn't go. All right, there's screw number 2. So let's get screw number 2 going. And it is just a feely game here. And of course, it's going to be difficult. That's why I didn't tighten them down. I know it's hot outside too, and we're doing this in the evening, so let me take out this one. And it's still hot. I think we're at still 90 degrees out right now. See there, that one goes in fine. We'll start this one up, and then we'll just go on the other sides and work the other sides like that. So it seems like this is going a little easier this way. Helps if I put in the right hole, huh? There we go. But for those of you who've been following me, you guys know that I had a couple of videos up, quite a few of them. Lost them all. Instagram/Facebook will not, give me the access back, which, whatever. It is what it is. I should have saved them on a file drive or something, so this wouldn't have happened, but, neither here nor there now. So new Facebook page. I still have the Jeep DIY help group page. That's still up and going, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're on Facebook, that Facebook group page, you didn't lose anything there. I still have our 2 admin there, Victoria and Marcos. They're doing an awesome job there. So all right, so let me get over here. And no, this is not what it's for, but I'm going to use it for just a little bit of a pry to push this over this a little bit, because these do not want to line up properly. So I'm just going to coach it up. It is Jeep DIY, people. Drop that down in there. Okay, fine. We'll go over here. Hopefully. Oh, and that is the problem with doing that. So with that being said, I got to take it all off again and redo it all. Bear with me here, people. There we go. Let me find that one screw. And the dirtiness of my little center console here. Now remember, there's no disclaimer, but I am not a mechanic. This is all Jeep DIY help, obviously, because you're doing it yourself. And of course, one screw wants to be a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do here, bear with me here, people, just so I can have better access to it. There we go. Should have done this in the beginning, huh? This one just does not want to go in. There we go. All right, there's one. Grab this and put it on here since it's a magnet. This should have been already done. I'm sorry, people. That should be number 2. Number 3 and 4 might be a pain in the butt more, just for the simple fact that there's no way I can really move it around. There's 3. Oh, look at that. I'll just push that down a little bit further. While I'm doing that, let's go ahead and get number 4 in here. And yes, I've used this before. I love it. I would definitely use this again. I mean, there's other ones out there, but this one I do like a lot. It's strong, it's durable. Even with the original way I did it. So, and in which case that lasted 8 months with just a tape and that one screw. But I knew it was eventually going to be time for me to have to do it like this. And yes, most people are going, why are you using the drill? Well, because I'm lazy. And if I can do it this way and not torque it down too much, it shouldn't be a problem. Which case, so far, it's not. I mean, yes, it is a little bit cumbersome. But you know what? It works, see? And one more. All right. So, other than the whole console moving when I'm pulling on it, this sucker's pretty darn tight. You're going to get the bouncing, the flexing. I mean, it's just going to be a given. So, what I'm going to do here is put these on here. I like them to where they come out this way. I know they're upside down for me, but with it like setting up like this, it's a pain in the butt to bring it out. So I like them opening on the outside. I know it doesn't give the whole you know, the flag on it and everything. You don't really get to see that too much, but you know what? I figure I'm going to do it the way I like it because I like it that way. And if you guys like it the other way, you can do it the other way. But I'm just going to get these somewhat tightened first and kind of visualize where I'm going to go. They give you a tightener. I don't have it with me, but it's okay. I can always come back later and tighten it up. And these are carbon fiber, sorry. Yeah, it's been one of those days. And these are actually really nice. I mean, I have the plastic ones still, but you know what? I really dig these ones. Let's tighten that up. And a little strap here, put that there. As you can see, it is a lot tighter. It's gonna wobble because it's based on this plastic right here, this whole plastic movement. See that? So let me get that out of the way. And I do have a GoPro set up. And yes, I use my GoPro. So let me put that on there too. I've been doing videos on GoPro, but with that being said, like I said, Facebook and also Instagram just cut me, so I'm gonna have to go in and redo a whole bunch of videos. Maybe a few of them, maybe I won't do any, but you know, my phone outside saying yes, we should, but yeah, we'll have to play it by ear. So let me get this semi-tightened right here. Turn this around. Try to not get the video of the, you know, the off-road crack here. You know, I just don't have that mini Jeep to put on there. Everybody knows about those little mini Jeep people use. Now, of course, like I said, Jeep DIY help. You can go there. It's a great place. There's no flaming. Nobody, you know, treats you like you don't know anything. Everybody's there for a reason, to help each other out. As you see, these suckers are tight. And of course, I can make them tighter later on. That's not a problem. And yes, these are down here loose, but I can always loosen it, retighten this all here. Again, bullet point. These guys are awesome. They make great stuff. You only can get them from Bullet Point. I do know there's some people on eBay selling their used ones because they got rid of their older Jeeps and getting new ones. So they do make them for the JK, the LJ. Not sponsored by them, but they're hardcore. These things have taken a beating. I've thrown the phones on and off, you know, a couple 100,000 times, and these things are still very, very strong. So Jeep DIY Help. You can go on Facebook and find me there, Jeep DIY Help. Of course, Instagram, which we post in this video, and believe it or not, I have a YouTube, just Jeep DIY Help, and you'll find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Hope you guys have a great one. Peace.